again, this is our Phys Ed to get a head lesson. We're doing giraffe lesson this week. So for our warm-up, we're going to use our skipping rope. We're going to do forward skipping. So you're going to step over your skipping rope. And each time is for a minute, so we're going to go forward. Okay, you're going to keep skipping for 1 minute. When you've done a minute, we're going to go backwards. So this time the rope will be in front of your toes, and you're going to backwards. The rope's going backwards this time for a minute. After that minute, we need to now do a skipping while running. So you're going to have high knees while skipping. Okay, step over your rope, high knees, bring your knees nice and high, exactly like you're running for 1 minute. Okay.
Okay, children, so Coach Richard is in front of the camera, Coach Bernie's behind the camera, and I'm going to talk Coach Richard through our next activity. So during the lessons that we've done quite a bit of body conditioning, we've done quite a lot of ball skills. So what we need to do is just a little bit of toning. So Coach Bernie's going to do a bit of stretching exercises. I'm going to concentrate on 3 main parts of the body. So it'll be your arms, your legs, and your back. So to start off with your arms, using the right arm, you just make big circles with your right arm. Do 20 of those. So do you see Coach Richard is doing the full range of his arm? His arm is coming past his ear. So it's not a small movement, it's the full arm movement. So you do 20 with your arm, right arm, then you swap over to the left arm, 20 with your left arm. Okay, once you've done 20 with your left arm, you can obviously pause the video if you need to while you count off your 20. Then you do 20 forward, both arms at the same time. So there Coach Richard goes. Do you see it's a big chest movement to open up his chest, 20 of those, and then he does 20 going backwards. And there it is, it's a big arm movement. Okay, and to challenge you just a little bit, once you've done 20 back, start with both of your arms above your head. So Coach Richard raises his arm. One arm is going to go forward, the other arm is going to go back. So they're going in opposite directions. And off we go. Let's see if Coach Richard can get that right. Oh, you nearly right. He had it again. Okay, so there you are. Come on, Coach Richard, we need you to do it. So there, and
One
just go.
forward,
Yeah, one back. Now they've got to go at the same time. There you are. Coach Richard has got it. There, one forward, one back. One forward, one back. There you are. So you can see even with Coach Richard, it took a little bit of time to get used to it. But if you start with your arms above your head and think one must go away from your face and the other one goes ahead of your face. Okay, so that's just to get those shoulder muscles. There are lots of different little muscles in the shoulder, and it's important that we stretch those and work those muscles to get them nice and strong. So for this next one, I want Coach Richard to put his right arm across his chest, grab his elbow and pull his elbow to his chest. Now, with the stretching lesson, what you have to do is you have to hold each stretch for 20 seconds. So now we're not going to do that because that would be a waste of time in terms of how much video time you want to be watching. But for each stretch, I want you to hold. Then he does his left arm, 20 seconds for each, and he holds it. Now, if it's not pulling, then you're not pulling it, then you're not stretching it hard enough. You've got to feel that in your shoulder muscles, in the left shoulder muscle. Then Coach Richard puts his right arm down his back, so hand behind your back, above your head. And then you grab that top elbow and you pull it down. Exactly the same thing. So pulling, you should feel this down the side, your side of your back as well. Remember holding it for 20 seconds. Then Coach Richard moves across to the left arm and does the same. Remember holding it for 20. Then I'm going to ask Coach Richard to turn around. I want to see from the posterior view. So you're going to hold both hands together. So link your hands behind your back and then lift your hands up. That's it. That stretches your shoulders and your arm muscles as well. So if you ask Coach Richard to totally turn to the side and do it again, you'll see it, and then pull up. Okay, did you see as Coach Richard pulled up his arms, his head dropped? Try and keep your head up. Keep that chin up so it stretches through the deltoid and back muscles. Excellent. Hold that for 20. Perfect. Okay, so that's our arms muscles all stretched. We're going to go into our leg muscles now. Remember, our legs that's where we get our strong muscles. So to start off with, it's really important that we stretch the back of our legs. So we're going to cross one leg over the other and then stretch down to touch the floor. Okay. You see Coach Richard's flexible. He can put his hands to his feet. Okay, holding that for 20. Then you swap over your legs. Bring the other one to the front and down we go. Excellent. Now, Remember, holding that for 20. For our next one, Coach Richard is going to take his ankle and pull his ankle up behind his bottom so that he's actually balancing and stretching the quad muscle. The quad muscle is the one at the front of the leg. So the previous exercise, we were stretching the back of the leg. Now we're stretching the front. Do you notice how Coach Richard keeps his knees together? That's what we're looking for. You shouldn't butterfly your legs. Coach Richard, butterfly your leg out. So you see, okay, that is not the stretch I'm looking for. You've got to keep your knees together so that you're stretching the front quad. And then we swap over to the next leg. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to ask Coach Richard to go onto our picnic blanket that we've got set out in the garden. And to start off with, Coach Richard is going to open his legs. So that's called straddle. You've got your legs straddle, and then putting his hands flat on the floor in between his legs, he's going to walk his hands for as far forward as he can go and stretch. And once you've got your hands as far forward, you've got to keep them on the ground and hold that position for 20. And then back, and then do it 3 times. Hold for 20, and then back, and one more time. Good. All right, now for the next one, I would like Coach Richard, you can see he's put his feet out in front of him. He's going to take his right foot and place it next to the left knee. So it's there, in that position there. Once again, stretch forward to touch the toe of the extended leg and hold. Okay, for those of you that can hold your toe, hold that position 20 seconds. If you're not reaching your toe, then definitely go for your ankle. You should be getting at least to your ankle over there. Coach Richard has swapped over. 20 seconds, and then we swap over to the other leg. There you are. And hold it. Excellent, very good. Nice work. Okay, then for this next one, I want Coach Richard to go back onto his knees, please. So bending on both knees, all you're going to do is hold the upper body in position and lean backwards. So you're stretching the quad muscle again. So in that position, do you see how Coach Richard keeps in a straight position? There's no bum poking out at the back. From his knee to his shoulder is one straight position. This stretches your quad and groin muscles, and very important for sportsmen as they go through the different skills that they need to do. Okay. Happy with those. All right, let's move now back to our back muscles. So we've done our arms, we've done our legs, now we're going to do our back. So Coach Richard is going to sit down on the blanket again. In that position, I want Coach Richard to extend his left leg. His right foot goes over his left knee, and then he actually twists the opposite direction. So he takes his left elbow and puts it on his right knee. And that's twisting that lower back. A lot of sportsmen pick up injuries in their lower back. So it's really important that we look after this area of our bodies and keep it nicely stretched. Remember, Coach Richard is holding that position for 20 seconds. He then is going to rotate and go in the opposite direction. Excellent. All right, now, Coach Richard is going to lie flat on his back. He's going to place his arms extended out from the shoulder, both left and right arm, and then laying them flat on the floor. To the side, he's going to raise his knees to his chest, and then I call these wipers. He's going to place his knees on either side of his body. Once again, this is the lower back that we're stretching out, making sure that it is nice and strong. And this particular stretch, we're not holding the position. We're actually moving. It's a dynamic stretch through the different muscles of the back. We're going to do 20 of those. For the next one, we're going to do exactly the same movement, but instead of having the knees bent, the legs will be straight. So Coach Richard will lift up, so it's actually working your tummy muscles as well and stretching that lower back at the same time. Excellent. 20 of those from left to right. Perfect. And then our final stretch for today's lesson, Coach Richard rolls onto his tummy and going into, it keeps his hips on the floor, pushes up into a seal position and holds that. Can you see how Coach Richard's hips stay on the floor, and it's the whole back that's being stretched into those shoulder muscles. Hold that for 20 and we're good to go. Okay, Coach Richard jumps up. But what I'd like you to do is practice back bends. They're a good way to stretch out your shoulders and put body weight onto your tummy and your back and stretch it out. So Coach Pauline, you can see she's got her feet shoulder width apart. Her hands are stretched out above her head, and then she goes into a back bend. So she pushes up from that position and go. Okay. And push. And you've got to hold it. Okay. Hold it for 20 seconds and down. Thanks, Coach Paulina. Okay, so Coach Paulina's given us the example. I want you to practice that at least 3 or 4 times and as often as you can. A good place to practice it is on a carpet, as you can see Coach Paulina, or on your bed. Have fun with the lesson. Enjoy.
Awesome lesson. A lot of stretching helps you flexibility and gets you nice and strong. Enjoy the lesson and have fun.